Hi there, you're looking at the comic block from the Nerd Block family for September 2015. I've had a few comic blocks in the past and I thought I'd give it another go because they're quite interesting to find, to look at new comics and to see what's included. It's a well packaged box, a heavy box, as you'd expect, with a lot of paper inside. I'm hoping this might be the elusive box that has one of the graphic novels in. These all guarantee a t-shirt and a selection of comics for one of the cheapest prices really out of all the blocks that you can get. This took just over a week to get to the UK, a couple more days to be redelivered for a morning when I could be in and wait for the postman through Royal Mail. They're a very stylish box as always and well shaped for international deliveries from Canada. So let's look inside. I've just scoured through. Let me break the tail end of that tape, which I haven't quite done. There we go. And we'll see straight in, shirt punch. We've got a t-shirt here. Something of a rarity to get decent t-shirts since some of the boxes are open recently. But let's look at that one. Psychotics, the lot of them, and an immediate character there wearing a old-fashioned TV with aerials as a head. And hello from the background. Right. I don't immediately recognise the reference, but I'm sure I'll get a clue from that in the guide that comes with this, a little information card. Very nice stylish t-shirt though. I like the design a lot and it works really well with the black. It's not too prominent. So here's a special item, Green Lantern here. Green Lantern's ring, and it lights up. Hopefully it comes with a battery as well, which is always convenient for these things. We don't throw it down. Any more information? Obviously official Warner Brothers DC item. Green Lantern, I presume it's not an exclusive, but it's not bad for these little items you get in here so far. And then on to the comics. Mad Max Fury Road Part 1. Max Part 1. I'm sure I've had this before in a previous box, which I thought was in Comic Block before, unless it was in Nerd Block. But it is nicely bagged and boarded, as you can see, in very pristine condition, but I'm sure this is the one I was sent not long ago. Okay, maybe it came with Nerd Block rather than Comic Block, I can't remember, but duplicate item, always very strange. So let's move on to something perhaps more promising. There are another 3 comics in here, so maybe that was a surprise bonus. And we've got Mirror's Edge, Exordium. You can just about read that there. I know very little about this one. There. Dark Horse Comics, issue 1 of 6. $3.99. There are always these mini-series. One of the downsides to get the first issue, but it is nicely boarded. Unfortunately, it's one of these sealed bags that you have to cut open to go inside it. I'm never quite so keen on, but it looks interesting. Put that one to one side. Up next, Danger Girl #1. There, IDW Publications, Renegade, and presumably it's an exclusive cover because it's got the comic block on the outside. We'll add that to the list of comics I know very little about, but I can get an idea about what the style of the comic will be based on the artwork on the front. It looks well done. Again, it's sealed at the top, which is always a bit of a pain, but nicely boarded apart from that. So we've got Danger Girl. Let's put her over there. And a final comic is a Deadpool versus Thanos. I presume that's how we pronounce that. It is a Marvel one. Yeah, they're not my top of my list for Marvel that I follow, but there we go. It looks an interesting one. It's a direct edition with a bonus digital edition, which is always quite nice to have. Not that I'll probably get around to downloading it, and it is open at the top, so we could just sneak a peek inside and see as best you can when using your right hand for filming and the left hand to open things. What have we got other than a nice advert? Got some few action figures, some information there. Yeah, in Part 1, From Her to Eternity. Looks interesting enough. What have we got? Advert for the Amazing Spider-Man #1, or possibly a cover. Find out lots of other things coming, or in these #1 collections there. Yeah. Anyway, there we have an interesting looking comic. That's the highlight of the 4, especially as I've had one of them before. But I suppose the value is there. You don't get a great deal of additional value with these, as I've found in the past. What else have we got? We've got a nice advert for Sci-Fi Block, which I've already ordered. I'm looking forward to that one, including the celebrity autograph. And here's the information here. So that is certainly our main issue there, Deadpool versus Thanos. And we've got the Danger Girl with the exclusive variant cover, Mirror's Edge, Mad Max, duplicate from somewhere. We've got the Green Lantern ring, and the Saga. This is a space opera fantasy world of Saga. It's never looked better. So there we go. As I say, it's not one that I'm familiar with, but I do like the design. So we've got a t-shirt, a ring, 4 comics, including a duplicate from a previous box, but really we can't say anything too bad for the value. I think I'll keep getting sporadic comic blocks to check them out. Thanks for joining me for this unboxing, and please check out geeksubscriptionbox.com for more.